Hey everybody, Kiloh here from Kiloh's Pergola Reflections. There's Anne, okay, in there. See her talking to her sister, okay. So let's turn away from there, But I just know she's not out here with me a lot, so I just want you to know, like, I am married, do have a wife. She's not that she's not feeling well, but she had a knee operation, and she's coming. She had it just a few days ago, and she's coming back from that. Man, I'm out here. I'm under this fan. I got this thing blowing on me, man. Feels good. Yep, feels good. Work is going well, as well as can be expected. They they like me there, and I like them. I let them know. I let them know that I like working there, and want to be part of the company and everything. Different ways. Like I've told them, but also I started like dressing better, and wearing like a jacket and stuff, not a tie, but like a nice dress shirt and a jacket. We're like a corporation, you know. And we're on the stock exchange, man. So can't be like it's a freaking nail. Can't be can't be wearing the Captain Beefheart t-shirts to work anymore. We're in a new building, right, all that. I have a lot more responsibilities, I'm making a lot more money, all that, So it hasn't been like a straight line. It's been a freaking jagged line, I tell you. But I'm doing okay. Yeah. I dropped that nail. I'll step on it later, and then I'll find it. So, yeah, it's awesome with the fans out here, and yeah, I haven't gotten anything that I can point to, recently. I, yeah, there it is, man. Son of a bitch. I threw it over in the neighbor's yard. But, yeah, I had things kind of put a damper, okay, on like all of that. So, but I'm gonna get it. I just had to slow down. Yeah, I don't want to shoot the same video. I got sick, and then I got better, then I got sick again. I've said that in all my videos. But it was pretty. It was like for me a pretty big deal. Okay, because it was like took up like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Really. And yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the plants are doing like fantastic. See? 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 I told you I'd have plants out here. When I was like in July out here, man, I should have just like not even done it, but some of them survived, but most died. Yep, peppers. They're producing peppers, and they're kind of hot, man. They're kind of hot. Like you can eat it, but you definitely feel it, you know? The you know, bite, man, the bite. Yeah. So I got something else. You see it? Yeah, the cactus. I got the gecko, and then there's a cactus with like a sunset. It's hard to see because it's like the same color as the stain. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to like, you know, hang on, you know, do the best I can through this, you know, turmoil, you know what I mean, going on in this country. I don't want to say too much on camera, you know what I mean? You know, so start ranting and raving on camera. So don't really want to do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to kind of hang on and stay sane, you know. And see, the thing, I think the thing I got going for me almost is I grew up with the guy. Okay, you know, I mean, granted, he's done things, you know, that since you know, but he was pretty bad, you know, back, you know. And I have like you know, a couple of decades experience with them, you know. So, if not more. Yeah, like 20 something years, you know. I was aware of him, you know, in New York. And the last the last term, right? Uh I got excited, you know. And but this time I'm trying not to, you know. I know I post stuff, you know, and but I really try not to rant and rave, you know, because plenty of people are doing it. You know what I mean? Plenty of others are doing it, and like I have done it. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to do it anymore. I want to just stay sane. So I mean, sometimes when stuff happens, you know, like this, you know, you just gotta like almost pull back, you know, and you know, look to your own like self. You know what I mean? Your own family and your career, and you know, and whatnot, and just try not to think about it because like yeah, yeah, I don't know why they voted for him. You know, really, all those dead, the mishandling of the mishandling of the you know encounter with COVID, you know, the pandemic, the mishandling of the vaccine rollout, man. Everybody like everybody that died, you know, they wanted them back. Anyway, anyway, yeah, I got to get some better wind chimes. Those are like baby wind chimes. You know, you can hear them when it has to be kind of like blowing, you know, then you can hear them. But I'm gonna get some like bigger ones, you know, better ones. And I want to get like a couple of hummingbird feeders too, because apparently like Arizona is like the hummingbird capital of the world, man. And I think it would be cool to have them around, you know. So yeah, Anne's not feeling well. It's hard for her. I mean, it's easy for me to say, you gotta walk, you know, you gotta walk. Don't rest, walk. You gotta keep walking. You know, but I'm not in her shoes, you know what I mean? You know, and I don't even know if when I had my knee operations, if, you know, if I was like that, you know? I don't even remember. Probably not. I'm like, you know, the freaking world's worst patient, man. Yep. But and I just don't like hospitals anyway, man. So, you know, but for my knee operations, I'm not bad anymore. I'm not a bad patient. Where I got that reputation from, and it's quite a reputation, okay? Quite a reputation, is when I was 17, I was in a car wreck, okay, right? And was hurt pretty bad, and I was in the hospital for quite a while, but like, you know, it was you know, pretty awful, and I didn't want to be there, and I was hurt, and I was shot full of drugs, man, for the pain, and I had a mouth on me. I wasn't Mr. Nice Guy, okay, you know, so. And it was a Catholic hospital, okay, so God, the like nuns and the priests just like flocked to me because I'm like, I want to die, I want to die, I want to die, you know, right? And that's all they had to hear, you know what I mean? You know, so they were like they were on me like white on rice, man, you know. I ended up, I got better, you know. It took a while, and but it left me with like a lifelong like aversion, okay, to like I don't, you know, I don't really like doctors. Right? I'm getting better about that, okay, and I don't like hospitals, you know, and stuff, you know. But it's not like a phobia, okay, but I just don't like it, okay. It's not like you know, I spent a lot of time thinking about going to the doctor, you know what I mean, or what, you know, whatever. So, but yeah, you know, lived a normal life, did what I wanted to do, you know, and everything. So it was a happy ending. All right, I guess I'll clip it off there. Yeah, the dupe sticks, man. I think I can't leave them out here because they get like real soft out here in the heat, you know, and they don't like hold together, you know, too good. So I've had a couple of dupe stick misadventures, you know. So I'm thinking I might even keep them in the freezer, you know, and then bring it the frozen dupe stick out here and light it. We'll see. All right, later.